In today's video, I'm going to explain how does the 50-30-20 money rule works and how you can utilize this rule to help you in your financial planning to save more money. Hi everyone, my name is Ivy and welcome back to the Financial Fitness channel. Now the 50-30-20 rule is nothing new, but today we want to provide more ideas and examples to help reduce some of the confusion that you guys might have. So stay tuned to learn more. So what is this 50-30-20 rule? It's basically a popular budgeting system that many people use to organize their money spendings. If you Google 50-30-20 rule, you will see this pie chart where it separates your spendings into three segments. The first one will be needs, which consists 50% of your income. The second one will be want, which is your 30% of your income. And the final 20% represents savings. So here are some easy steps on how to follow the 50-30-20 money rule. I will walk through the steps with you so it's easier for you to follow. But if you have any questions, you may feel free to comment it down below. The first step that you should do is to calculate your after-tax income. Now, if you are an employee, your net salary would be after tax deduction, which usually the company would have already cut it out for you every month. But if you're not sure, you can look at your monthly pay slip and it will be written there. For those of you who are self-employed like me, if your income fluctuates from month to month, the best way is to review every quarterly to determine your final after-tax income. If you're not so sure how to calculate it, I highly suggest finding a good accountant to help you with this. Or you could check out our income tax guide video right over here. After you determine your net income amount, the next thing you should do is to gather all of your bank statements and receipts and record down all your monthly expenses in your budget apps. Some may prefer to write it down in a book. That's really up to your preference, but I personally like to use Excel sheet. The most important thing is don't just guess what is your budget. Refer back to your receipts and statements that you have gathered because you may be spending less or more than you think. Step 2. Decide what are your needs. You need to decide what are your needs because sometimes you will feel there is a need to go out drinking with your friends, but actually there is no need. Generally, needs are essentials like groceries, like the basics, not fancy cheese or nice steaks, housing costs like insurance, repairs, property taxes, utilities, your water bill, electric bill, gas, internet bill, so on and so forth. So these are what you call needs. So needs are basically anything that would dramatically affect your life if you don't have it. If you're still feeling a bit confused on whether or not something is a need, then ask yourself, how would your life look like without it? Will you die without it? If you will not die without it, then that is not a need. For example, what will happen if I don't have health insurance? If let's say I become critically ill, I will have to pay a huge amount of money like hospital bills, which will dramatically affect my savings and lifestyle. So that is a need. So what is not a need? For example, what will happen if I don't have television? I will have lesser entertainment at home. Yes, I will be bored, but I won't be bored to death lah. Technically, that is just a saying, alright? So I can opt for other entertainment, like for example, sports, or I can look up in the internet or hang out with my friends. I know nowadays, hanging out with your friends is very difficult, but you can also Zoom call. It's just whether you want to or not only. So once you have identified your needs, list them down in your budgeting apps or books. Add all the needs together and then calculate what are your expenses on your needs. Does it exceed 50% of your income? If your needs do go over 50% of your income, then you may be putting too much commitment on yourself. Then you may have to review what you have to reduce on your commitment. For example, you may want to settle off some debts so that your monthly commitment can be lower. Other things that you can do is to find more ways to save on groceries or downsizing your house on something more affordable. Step 2 will be minimizing your wants to 30%. Depending on your current lifestyle, you may want to control the frequency of your wants. I understand that with so many things that's so easily accessible nowadays, you may not be able to control your urges to spend, especially when we are at home, we are bored to death, we don't know what to do, so we keep on surfing on the internet and just shop. I understand, okay? But be aware. Don't overdo it. So the wants are basically things like unlimited data plan for your phone or clothes that just goes beyond the basics, like you see there is cotton on sale, on a dress on a sale, but you know that nowadays you cannot go out, but you still buy that dress anyway because you think you might use it. So these are some of the things that you don't really need. Gym memberships. Do you really need a gym membership right now? Correct, right? So luxury spendings could be things like turning on the aircon as long as you want. I know nowadays it's very hot, but actually you can save more by just taking an extra bath a day, okay? It's true, right? True. Once you have identified what is your wants, see whether you have exceeded 30% of your income. If yes, try to reduce it. Step 3, put 20% of your income towards debts and savings. So what are the funds allocated under debts and savings? Some of the examples would be like any extra payments of money to settle your debt sooner. For example, like student loans, credit card loans, mortgage loans. You can also put more savings into emergency fund if you don't have one, then EPF contribution or any other retirement savings. There's no emphasis on what are the ratio of savings in debt. We usually targeted at 20%, but if you're the type that would like to settle your debt as early as possible, or you want to save more, if you want to achieve your saving goal faster, then you can put more than 20%. Whatever happens, you must have a balance. Don't put all of your money into just clearing debts. You must also save some for emergencies, because you never know if there is a hole in the roof and you suddenly need the money for fixing the roof. Keep it in mind that our spending generally fall into these 3 categories. And the goal of the 50-30-20 plan is to create a financial balance. So if your ratio turns out to be imbalanced, then you may want to make some sacrifices and reorder your priorities. Whatever I said today, this is just a guideline. The ratio may be adjusted depending on your income size and also your existing commitment. If you have a huge debt and a debt that you want to get rid of immediately, you may want to allocate more towards that goal. And I understand some of us may be going through some hardship right now or earning a very minimum income. The needs may take up more than 50% of our income. So in cases like this, you may want to reduce your wants and your savings to accommodate. This is totally understandable, but it's to reduce, not to eliminate. We still need to live a little or indulge a little bit of our wants occasionally, and we still need to save in case of any emergency. Too much of anything would be very suffocating. That's why the 50-30-20 rule is a good balance. This system is just a good rule of thumb for us financial planners that we use, but as we mentioned in this video, not everyone's thumb is the same size as every stage of life. Again, thank you for watching. If you have any financial questions that you'd like to ask us in regards to organizing your savings, then feel free to comment it down below. If you like this video, remember to give us a big thumbs up. If you haven't followed us, remember to hit that subscribe button down below, and we will see you next time. Bye!